The Israelis are incapable, despite the damage they have done, of fundamentally eroding or destroying Iran's nuclear program. They cannot do it. It's redundant, it's decentralized. So if Donald Trump doesn't do it, then Iran emerges, having stood tough in the face of Israeli military action, with its nuclear program more or less intact.
What is the tripwire for Trump committing the United States even more deeply militarily? Is it attacks on, as you say, blocking the Strait of Hormuz? Is it attacks on American institutions in the Mideast or elsewhere in the world?
No, I mean, you have, I can't predict the future. I'm not the Oracle of Delphi, but there are three possibilities here, I think, and only three. Number one, he strikes. Number two, he doesn't strike and takes advantage of whatever opportunities they are for the famed diplomatic off-ramp, or, and he's used this trope before, he'll just let them keep on fighting. No, he doesn't need a tripwire. The war plans are already set, I suspect. What's holding him back is unclear to me. I think there's a more than a reasonable chance that Trump will commit American air assets to deal with Fordo and perhaps other nuclear sites. Whether he wants to do more than that to amplify what the Israelis have done, ballistic missile production, going after regime leadership targets, all of that is unclear to me. But if he doesn't strike, he essentially makes it possible. And this is my analysis now. I'm not into advocating one course of action or another. If he doesn't strike, the Israelis are incapable, despite the damage they have done, of fundamentally eroding or destroying Iran's nuclear program. They cannot do it. It's redundant, it's decentralized. So if Donald Trump doesn't do it, then Iran emerges, having stood tough in the face of Israeli military action, with its nuclear program more or less intact. That's a risk.
So you, in a sense, have a duplicate of what's going on as far as Hamas. That will only be successful if Hamas is completely destroyed and rooted out. And the Israeli action against Iran is only completely successful if the entire nuclear program is dismantled?
I mean, I think that's Netanyahu's view, but they can't do it. And I think in undertaking this operation, Netanyahu must have had the sense that he might be able to persuade Donald Trump to do it. I just don't see any other way out of this box for Trump other than to strike. If he doesn't strike, he is going to be seen to be not just weak, but utterly feckless. And the Iranians will essentially claim victory. Despite everything they've lost, the nuclear program will remain intact. Fordo will continue to be the source of their advanced centrifuges and will continue to spin out fissile material that eventually will be used if the Iranians make a decision to weaponize to produce nuclear weapons. So he's in a box, and to some degree he put himself there, and that's just the way it is. So we'll see. 48 hours, 3 days.
Mm-hmm. Well, so everyone will just declare victory and retreat to their own sides?
I mean, how would this end? Well, if the Americans strike Iran and destroy Fordo, or try to destroy it, and do a lot of other damage, the supreme leader at 86 faces an existential choice. What is he going to do? Is he going to do nothing? Is he going to navigate a token response? Or will he try, given the fact that he has to try in order to preserve his credibility and the revolution and the regime, to basically up the ante? They have thousands of short-range ballistic missiles they could use against American forces in Iraq, in the Gulf. They could attack Saudi installations. They already did that in September 2019. They could mine the Straits of Hormuz. They could start stopping tankers. And then you'll get an American response to that. So again, I don't think this is a one-off. What would happen if Trump destroyed Fordo and then went to Netanyahu and say, look, you've done a great job. We finished it. Okay. We took out the major source of Iran's nuclear program. Now you got to stop. And then he goes to Iran, and this is the key unknown here. Would the Iranians, under those circumstances, having watched Fordo be destroyed and having weathered these Israeli strikes and having senior members of their general staff, the IRGC Corps, head of the IRGC, they just killed the replacement to the general staff yesterday or the day before. I mean, can the supreme leader, who is making the decisions, he is, can he then agree to enter into negotiations with the Americans? And negotiations over what?
We'll be updating you on a potential program on Monday with Ambassador Dennis Ross to further take us through what's going on with Israel, Iran, and the United States role in all of that. And as you see some upcoming programs, we'd also like you to join us for. I'm Pat Morrison. Thank you for joining us tonight.